sports straight. You better get your sports straight. Look it up. Google it, fool. Google it.
Not May. It's June. Welcome back to a new video. We are out here today.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Yo, don't hate the player, hate the game.
What are we doing? You're gonna follow me around, but we're gonna talk about 3-point lighting. Right now, I have no lights turned on except for the ones that I have right over here in my house. But we're gonna just go throughout the day. I haven't had coffee yet and clean up. It's really not that dirty in here. I just need to tidy up. I keep it semi-clean all the time, so I just need to tidy up. For some reason, I'm getting ants in my kitchen when I sprayed around my whole entire house the other day with ant stuff. See right there? There's another lighting situation right there. We turned the light on. You can see me pretty good. So we're gonna inspect. Don't worry about the dishes. I made food yesterday for dinner and I got super tired because I went to the gym yesterday and I was working out and I got really sore and I slept, so I just woke up. And right now, right here when we're sitting down, it's not beer, it's liquid death. It's water, sparkling water. Well, there is some people that would drink beer right when they wake up in the morning. We're just not those type of people. We're the type of people to drink water right when we wake up in the morning. So like right here, as you can see, we're sitting in the living room area. My house is really not that big. It might look big on camera, but it's really like not that big. It's like an open concept. Is that what they call it? An open concept? So the kitchen and the living room are almost in the same room. I made it so it looks different on two different sides of the house. Right now I'm sitting right here because I have the living room light on, and the other light in the corner I had named it the room light because I have the lady turn it on for me when I wake up in the morning. But these lights right here are different colors, so you can see I'm kind of a different color sitting right here. Over there it's more of a natural light situation, and then when we go in the bedroom I'm not going to have any lights on because I have the windows open, not the windows open but the curtains open, and the windows bringing in natural light. So we're going to go into the bedroom and you're gonna see the difference between, you just saw the difference between, I have the lights set up in my house for this type of situation, so I don't really need light. So like right here, boom, living room, warm, it's a warm tone in here. The kitchen, like outdoor, not harsh, but outdoor light tone in the kitchen, warm tone. So right here, this is natural light in the bedroom. Wha-bam, thank you ma'am. But we can turn on Alexa, turn on the lamp. Alexa, turn the lamp to white. But the natural light is always, in my opinion, if you're outside you don't need a light, so that's pretty good. But if you're like shooting a music video, maybe you need a deflector, so you need like a person to hold the deflector. But we're not shooting music videos, we're just out here filming our day in the life and doing what we do. So here's the problem. Like I said earlier this morning, I had ants last night, and so just a few minutes ago I just completely broke this all down. I still gotta do dishes, but I cleaned this all up. Shout out to my friend Cornelius. He was telling me that ants don't like the smell of cinnamon.
Cinnamon? Cinnamon.
Go over to my grandma's house and see if she has I can't say it the right way. Sticks, you know, so I could put them in something and have them hang out around the house. I'm tired of these ants. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Look out. See, now we're in daylight light because we're outside. So you don't really need to have a camera light on your camera when it's summertime in Washington. Don't hate the player, hate the game. We're gonna see if she's home. I always check before I go inside. Okay, I always make sure that her car is here. Bam. Goes straight to the cat's food. All right, before we get into some more shenanigans, I put the
Cinnamon.
you can see it. I'll put it in the corner over here. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. I did all the dishes. I cleaned the counter for the 15th time, and I put some right here in the corner over there, and I got bleach soaking in here so I can deep clean the sink. And oh, there's one right here. What is going on? I was gonna say they're all gone, but there's one right here. Maybe I should fill up. Even I sprayed out there. I sprayed outside the other day. Not beer. And yes, it's my second one. It's water. Free advertisement. Come on. Yeah, when I built my house, I lit my house. I put there's certain light bulbs in my lamps for a reason. The reason why I have like LED lights in the kitchen is for a reason. We're gonna go in the garage and I'm gonna talk about the reason why I have the lights set up the way they are. I do have a lighting kit and I do use it from time to time. And when I actually do a sit down talk thing, I set lights up. I do the 3-point lighting when I set up the lights. 3-point lights when I sit down and talk.
Obviously, I don't know how to.
Bam! It wouldn't be a Friday video if the dryer wasn't going. Shout out to the ones that actually watch it from the beginning. Not the beginning of the video, but from the beginning of the time where I was putting laundry in the washer and the dryer and you knew it was Friday because it's uploaded on Friday, but that's not the point. The point is, I'm standing underneath a light and that light is a studio. Is it a studio light or is it just a LED light? This is a LED light right here underneath me. As you can see, I'm lit perfectly a-okay. These lights right here above, whatever these ones right here are, they're white light. So they're 5200 tunks, I forget, but they're like daylight light bulbs. So that's what I do when I'm screen printing and I'm over here cutting vinyl out. When I'm over here cutting vinyl and doing everything, sometimes I'll set up a light. Back in the day, I used to set up a light just over here, boom, to hit my face, well, bam, over here. But this light right here above us is completely fine. Completely fine. You see how lit and how good I look? There's not a crazy shadow over here. There's not a crazy shadow over here. There's a whole bunch of things going on and there's no shadows. That's the one thing that you need to realize. When you set up your lights, you want to ask yourself, where do you want your shadows to be? Where can we hide the shadows? And then over here, because when I was doing a lot of screen printing, when I'm getting back into it, when I was selling a lot of Seahawks gear, just a lot of sports gear in general, because that's where the money maker is. You can cater to skateboarding, that's okay. Try to cater myself to somebody that wants to learn something or just watch me throughout my day and what I do. I'm not really like trying to like hone in something. I just do what I do and I film it. I don't have just today I came up with an idea, but I didn't write anything down. I'm just doing it on the fly. Above me is the actual real studio light, because I used to take pictures right here for the photography pictures of my gear, of the Seattle Seahawks, of the Mariners, of even stuff for www.forevercrusaders.com. The link is down in the description. Here, I'll slow it down for you one more time so you know. This is where all that stuff happens. I used to have a white sheet back here for like studio, and I had those lights like right here. That's underneath me right here. I have a studio light right here. Boom, hits the product, bam, you take a picture, well, bam. It's not that hard to take product shots. See, even with no lights, I'm lit pretty good. But if I had a couple lights off to the side, 1, 2, no, all we needed was maybe 2 just to get an extra oomph in the 4K footage. But we don't really need to do that right now, because I am just describing what I would do or what you could do. Another thing is, if you're doing these YouTube videos, there's a difference. I consider myself a filmmaker, and most of the time when I do a YouTube video or whatever, if I do, like, I don't even, there goes the dryer. Even if I don't do like a tutorial or anything, you can always be learning, like from the screen printing to the making the beats to skateboarding. See, that's the thing. I care to a degree of all this stuff, but actually I'm not view chasing. I'm not trying to make a video to get views. I'm making a video for myself, so when I go back and reminisce and be like, hey, that's what I did that day, I'll go back and watch it. Or my friends, my family watches this, relates to what I'm talking about, because you could use lights, but you don't need to use lights. Again, I lit the garage in a situation to where I don't need to use lights, because of certain light bulbs that I put in here already and stuff like that, because I've been making videos. I've been doing this. Go back in time on the timeline and watch, you know, some of the videos that I did with my grandpa, you know, talking about like setting this spot up to like how it's fully functional of print shop right now. That's what I was talking about a long time ago. So I manifest things, I talk about things, I do a lot of things, and we're out here doing things right now. So I hope you learned about lighting and some situations where you don't need to use a camera light, or when you need to use a camera light, or sometimes you don't need a camera light at all. Just depends on what you're doing. Always, though, one more tip, 2 more tips. Always use a really good, like, use a microphone that's in your budget. But if you don't have a microphone, that's okay. 2, you don't always need a cameraman. See, you're locked off on a tripod right now, and I don't need nobody holding the camera. It's cool, like some of the videos back in the day when my grandpa helped me make them, and he was just there and holding the camera. Some of that footage, you don't even know that he was there holding the camera, because I have secret tricks and tips. If you want to know the secret tricks and tips about me, like handing the tripod off or handing the camera off without you actually knowing me handing it off to somebody, let me know. You know, I'm just out here being me, being myself on camera. I'm like this even if I'm not on camera. So stop fronting, and again, don't hate the player, hate the game.